Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket, never let it fade away. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket, save it for a rainy day. For love may come and tap you on the shoulder some starless night, just in case you feel you want to hold her. You'll have a pocket full of starlight. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket, never let it fade away. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket, save it for a rainy day. For love may come and tap you on the shoulder some starless night, and just in case you feel you want to hold her, you'll have a pocket full of starlight.
Started in a little bit, guys. One sec.
Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket, never let it fade away. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket, save it for a rainy day. Rainy day. For when your troubles start multiplying, and they just might, it's easy to forget them without trying. With just a pocket full of starlight, catch a falling star and put it in your pocket, never let it.
Alright guys, I'll let you hear the other 30 seconds. Elsewhere, that is Perry Cuomo's Catch a Falling Star. Came out in '57, surprisingly. But shit, I got one of those tapes as a kid with all those older pop songs. This was the last one alongside him. That's Amore. Music, you know, Nickelodeon, that kind of thing. Alright, let's get started. The final mission of Mafia 2 Definitive Edition. What else? Yeah. Later update. So your VTubers should be watching tonight. Who's the first? Fauna? Hey Fuzi, welcome. Glad you can make it. I know you've been busy, but yeah. But don't worry about it. It's DMT. The game should be up in a second here. Yeah. Check OBS quickly. Oh yeah. Get game starting up here. Chat back up. Oh yeah, Venom was here. Yeah, I know you really wanted to see this fight. So I'm like, what's a good title? I'm like, oh yeah, that Perry Cuomo song. Perry Cuomo song. I'm trying my hardest not to say Cuomo. That is just goddamn muscle memory. That still, you've seen them even in the Discord. I'm not perverted, I'm just Italian. That has to be like, if they ever make like a Mel Brooks-esque satire of Mafia films, they have to use that line in there. I'm not perverted, I'm just Italian. In the court case while it's live on television. And that's when the climax kicks in. Saba? Saba? Oh, a new one. Pretty cool. Steak and hash browns? Nice and then hopefully, this one won't take too long. It's hard with the new VTuber because some like Limu that are really cool, but then when you watch one, you kind of can't watch another just because there's not enough time in the day. Then again, if you were around in the early 2010s, the skeptics, same shit.
Things were bad, and they were only gonna get worse. The truth was gonna come out sooner or later. And then we were gonna have Falcone after us, along with the Chinese and Vinci. This wasn't how I imagined it when we were starting out. I dreamed of money, cars, women, respect, freedom. I guess I ended up getting all that, more or less. But along with it came prison, living in constant fear, and the blood of my friends. I ducked it as long as I could, but it was finally catching up with me. It's all just a matter of time.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to save time today. I'll explain after we deal with the phone call.
Yeah, hello.
Vito. Yeah, it's Eddie. Listen, I need you to...
Let me guess. You need me to come by right away, and I should bring a gun.
For once, I don't. Carlo wants to see you over at the planetarium.
Did he say what it was about?
No, better head over there now, though. Don't want to keep the man waiting. Yeah, see you, Vito.
The reason why it's tough to save Tommy, it's not that it's impossible, but if the way the guy described it was correct, because of how the game operates, once you beat the last mission here and you continue the game, you will always and only be able to come back to this last mission. So if you want to save Tommy, you essentially have to start the campaign over, and as soon as mission 12 hits, when you lose everything, that's when you've got to start grinding. But the other tricky thing is because there is no autosave system, because you can't, I mean, there is no manual save, only autosave, you have to grind all that shit and hope you don't get killed by the cops or you drown or whatever. So if let's say I make 30,000 that night and they accidentally get to a high-speed chase and they die because my car crashes, unless I got another checkpoint that was an autosave checkpoint, I'm fucked. And I gotta do all that again. So I really, to save time, I really have to just do this again, like, off stream. To be fair, this is a pretty fun game. Maybe when I get back from my trip in I cannot speak. My trip in the States, I probably can do it. Why am I wearing this? Yeah, that's the only annoying thing. Yeah, because I don't want to grind on stream and then die. Because that's not fun to watch. If only Empire had Gustav holds the planets.
Mr. Scaletta, can you get in, please?
What?
Hey, old man, what are you doing back?
Just get in the damn car. Now.
Oh shit. You ain't joking.
And you are...
This is our friend, Mr. Chu.
Alright, so what the hell's going on here? What is this?
This is about you. You fucked up good, didn't you? Started a fucking war.
Got no idea what you're talking about.
Don't fuck with me, boy. I've probably forgotten more about this business than you'll ever learn. Half our guys are dead. Half of Mr. Chu's guys are dead. And now the feds are breathing down everybody's necks. Because of you.
Leo, listen.
You listen. If it wasn't for me, you would have already been taken care of. So you're gonna listen to what I have to say, and you're gonna listen good. What you did in Chinatown, that was because of that cocksucker Henry, right? You know who he was working for when he died?
You mean when he was butchered?
He was working for the feds. He was a fucking rat. That's why Mr. Chu's people did what they did. And that's why the feds are going after Carlo now. But I don't forget my friends, Vito. You did for me, so I did for you. I called in a few favors. Got you one chance to make this right.
Okay, I'm listening.
You're gonna get rid of Carlo. Do us all a favor.
And if I refuse?
You die. Frank and the rest of the commission want you dead. So does Mr. Chu. And to top it all off, you vouched for a rat. You think Carlo's gonna let that slide? You're a dead man walking.
When?
Now. Every minute we wait is another minute we give to the feds. He's holed up at that observatory of his. You know something's up. Carlo Falcone is a lot of things, but stupid ain't one of them.
All right. Stop the car.
Remember, kid, this is your last chance.
I like how nobody assumes it's fucking Joe responsible for any of this shit. Okay, we got everything. That's good. Oh wait, holster. What I'm just cracking up right now because the eyes are glitching. He's like, I'm so disgusted at you, Vito. I can't even look in your direction. I had to outside the goddamn window to avoid a secondhand embarrassment. all I think I can think of. But where is Falcon? Oh, on the top of the map. So I gotta break a goddamn car. Okay, there we do. Steal the car. Get the Falcon. Harry, Giuseppe, buy all of them as you can. Okay. Okay, let me get the. Okay, yeah, let's get a car first, and then we'll go. I ain't got time for this. Giuseppe, dressed like a real man. Hey, we'll address when we get over here. It's on the way. So we're gonna show Giuseppe's, and I forget which ones are Harry's and Giuseppe's. Oh, show legend. Okay, Giuseppe, I can see there. But Harry, they're all in the corner. I gotta remember that. So, okay, Giuseppe, which one's closer? Which one's closer, Harry or Giuseppe's? Start there, work our way up to Harry's, and then we'll go straight back. There's no easy way, but who cares? We get to have the combo on the drive. Oh, I will buy 3 buttons away. You saw us on the map on the way there. I'm just saving that in case I gotta change and they recognize me. So if I gotta buy anyways, I may as well make it worth the money twice. Never gave me. Wait, the parents never gave it to me as a meal? What did I give to you? Steak and potatoes? Yeah. Have you killed Tommy for vouching us for being, you know, a rat? And then the last missions are like, just kill the rats, every last one of them. British quote-unquote food? Like what, the stargazing pie? Shepherd pie is great. I mean, I'm a sucker for like mashed potatoes and stuff. Anything with mashed potatoes. Originally, I always liked the holidays back home. Mashed potatoes! Well, you couldn't have any time, but it was just kind of a lot easier to read. Oh, and you're gonna make the gravy? Chef kiss. You must graduate Bail Taco Vita. And then Vita ran away and lived his life working as a kebab shop. In a kebab shop. I thought, you sure you agree? Don't ask questions. Eat the food and get out. You knew Yagoo had his Mafia connection. Honestly, the voice actor for Leo probably would have been a much, I hate to say, he probably would have been a much better Yagoo than the Leslie Nielsen one. Everyone forgets about that one. I think everyone was like Spy Hard and they kind of want to forget everything else. I didn't hate Spy Hard, but Spy Hard is one of those movies where if you've seen other parody movies, you kind of can see the jokes coming a bit a mile away. I love it. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It's just that, you know, the old stuff was better. But that's not completely Leslie Nielsen's fault. That's just the writers he's got, you know. Did they drag Joe away this time too?
Anything you like, you let me know.
I got 27K, thankfully. I'm gonna get the okay, remind me right now. So
that should work for you. That should work for you.
Okay, I'll have enough of the rifle then. What's the difference between the regular and the special? Because I want to spend money if I don't need to.
Here you go. Use it in good health.
Oh well, we'll definitely have enough for everything else the guy has, unless he has the fucking Hitler's buzzsaw.
Shoots a lot of bullets. That should work for you.
Alright, we got everything we got here. The first by hard. First is the opening credits with Weird Al. Yeah, you have to watch the movie version. If you watch the version on Weird Al's Vivo channel, they actually edited out the names so the joke doesn't land. It's oh wait. Like the reason why the movie is not as praised well is because, let's face it, when you're doing movies like Dracula, Dead and Loving It, and you're also doing Naked Gun and Airplane, and that's your repertoire, anything less, and those are considered like some of the classics, anything less than that is gonna be, oh, this fucking song. The song that, no pun intended, you thought it was a fucking fever dream, like Shark Boy and Lava Girl. You can dream, 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 dream. People say, oh, music was shit. But now, songs like this prove you could write fucking anything if the melody's catchy enough. If you forget the Macarena, you got dream, dream, dream. Chris never gave you steak or pizza? You just eat vegetables, salsa, potatoes, even sauces that only me ate as a kid? You were denied those chicken nuggets? Fucking hell, that's sad. Oh, especially got 23 mag rounds with 8. Oh yeah, this coffee's good. Question: is Cafe LA what it's called when it's just there's no water in your coffee, it's just all milk and everything? We got that with some condensed milk instead of sugar and honey that they usually do. Oh my god. Now this was espresso. Oh my, this would put me over the edge. Liar. Nah, I'm just the flavor's good. Also, Jane Austen's Mafia with Lloyd Bridges, the parody of Corleone. There was also, yeah, now I think of Steve Odekirk, the creator of Jimmy Neutron, and also the guy who made Chong Pan's Fist. He did that from Theories. Thumb Wars, Franken Thumb, the God Thumb, and all that bullshit. But yeah, so for example, it inspires a joke where they're actually like having a fight in the church during a choir practice, and the joke is they're gonna sing like the gospel spiritual because it's a black mass with all the white nuns except for that one that's clearly a parody of Sister Act, and then the song shouts, you make me wanna shut up. What, Isley Brothers? And the joke is it starts out kind of normal, like he's like going in the pews trying to crawl through them with a gun, and then he starts seeing like weird things underneath, like the nuns' skirts. Like one's got like a bomb, one's got like a chicken. It just gets ridiculous because the whole point is this absurdity. I think the issue a lot of people had is that these parodies were this half mixed of strange surrealism, like the original, like the way the original Spy Hard did, so the original Naked Guns did. But then they try to top it up with more that 90s absurdism. So the setup's kind of there, but the payoff is different than what you were expecting. This the classic Leslie Nielsen humor. Sorry. Vampire. And I think that's really where a lot of it came from. Because he's not a bad actor before he passed away. Like, have any of you ever seen that parody superhero movie? Which that movie was just on the ball, and that was before the MCU even kicked off. In fact, you get Leslie Nielsen as not Uncle Ben. Oh my god, it makes that movie a lot better. Drake Bell as Dragonfly was actually pretty good. I mean, Disney themselves actually, because of that movie, hired Drake Bell to be the voice for Ultimate Spider-Man when they had that cartoon. Like, that's how good the parody was. A little on the nose, but then again, after Spider-Man 3 and, the movies were starting to get ridiculous with the X-Men and all that shit. A little on the nose is what people think people needed, like, it's behind me. God damn it. Let's go. In World War II, yes, oh jeez. You live off ration stamps, oh my god. Do you someone really try to buy revolvers and pistols? You don't care about food? Food won't just keep you alive anyway? That explains half of your fucking food. There's 3 kinds of breakfast that exist in the world. You eat for energy. You eat to stay full.
It's me, Vito.
Okay, come in.
And the last one is, dear God, I have a hangover. God help me, please. Something, anything. And there's no other kind of breakfast that's real. And we're not counting.
How you doing? Look at you. Look, life is doing you good.
We're not doing fucking
Like my
we're-
mom always said.
we're not
you
doing
can
vodka
never
and cigarettes
have
for
too
breakfast.
much
That doesn't
ammo.
fucking count.
It's a submachine gun. What more do you need to know?
We want the
Like
buzzsaw.
my
Give me
mom
the
always
fucking
said, you
buzzsaw.
can
I will
never
pray whatever
have
God
too much
in this
ammo.
game will give you a
Happy
goddamn.
hunting, Vito. Like my mom always said, you
I
can
don't have
never
too many guns.
have too much ammo. Like my mom always said, you can never have too much ammo.
Okay, Daddy, today how we get it.
Here you go, Vito. Like my mom always said, you can never.
All the
have
shootouts, that
too
fucking
much
intense, and
ammo.
all the honest to God. Fuck it.
I never leave home without it.
I already have a. If I have to fight again, fuck it. Why take chances? I'm confusing it with the Magnum.
Fine killing machine.
Okay, we got everything we fucking need. Now we just gotta. Cause I think let me check my guns here quickly. Not allowed in here.
You doing out there?
That should let me pull up my gun and get killed by him. Okay, let's check quickly here. Okay, we have enough ammo for I think everything's got enough ammo. Cause we bought extra revolver. Let me just reload this crap. Yeah, I think we're good ammo wise. Yeah, ammo wise, I think we're completely fine. Was it Majima from Yakuza? Well, I don't think Majima had his eye ripped out after parachuting into German forces and then landing face first in a tree and a branch pokes it out. I think you remember that line of dialogue. French Italians care about food. When I suck at war, I give the Italians the pass over the French. The French are the problem. The French food is. See, French food. You're gonna kill me for this. It's like English food. You have to be so precise with both of them that if you do it wrong, you fuck up the recipe. For English food, it's incredibly simple, and that's why it's so hard. It's so easy to fuck up. Let's go here. Let's get up here. That's why it's so easy to fuck up British food. Because it's like boil this thing very lightly, cook this thing very gently, and it's not even that hard to do. It's just that it's super easy to fuck up because you're so used to doing extra shit. So it's so simple, everything just locks in together. French food's the opposite, isn't it? You got to saute this way, you got to do it with this amount of garlic and this amount of this pan, and this special tool, you got to skin it this certain way and chop it at this 45-degree angle or whatever. You know, it's so precise French food, and I think the worst part is maybe because freedom fries, the portion, bro, all that work for that teeny tiny portion, you're not even full. That's the worst part. And you told me, hey, have some British potatoes. And you told me, hey, have some British potatoes and some beans and some sausage, and you're gonna be kind of full. Versus have this exquisite French pastry that's like $50 for a bite. I'm like, nah, fuck this. Give me the goddamn beans and potatoes. Italians are the opposite. Italian food is, there's a certain way you do every sauce, but the best part is that if you fuck up the recipe, you always add more spices or more tomatoes and other shit to fix the recipe. You can bail yourself out. You can go as simple as you want, you can go as complex as you want. But I think that's what Italian food saving grace is. Because you can make a penne pasta with like basic rich tomato sauce, and I mean like nothing but tomatoes. Put ground beef in it, you can put chicken, you can get crazy with the herbs. Or if you're gonna get, you can make Alfredo. The craziest one though, pasta assassina is like the one Italian pasta you can actually have burnt. But then there's some people who like my brother was very picky kid.
McCluskey and Sons only offers the very best, be it guns or ammo.
Yeah, we're full on everything else. Yeah, we're good. We are now ready to go to get our soup, and then we can do the shit for the tradition style. My brother was very picky as a kid. Like he was super picky to the point where We tried telling him, why don't you like vegetables or like oregano? It's in the pasta sauce. And he would try in vain to pick out the pasta sauce. So he just said, you know what, if mom's going to make the pasta sauce like that, I'm just going to... Oh, wait, there's a soup shop right there. Let me get out. I'll just make the pasta with butter and just eat that with salt instead. That's how basic pasta is. You can eat that shit just with butter and salt, and it'll still be a decent meal. It might take a lot to get full, but it gets the job done. Unless you're gonna do like more like that the Italian meats, which is very similar to the Argentinian meats, and we think we all know why. But you have the bistecca. Oh god, yeah, that the bistecca with a bit of pasta on the side, and some basic little tomato minestrone soup. That's good enough for me. Yeah, you said this was the model that was supposed to be his girlfriend,
Hello,
right?
sir. Good to see you this afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't have a wiki page in English, but I think they could have kept her in here. But I think it would have been kind of funny, albeit fucked up, if they kept it as like
Only
a one-sided
the finest attire
relationship.
for a man such as yourself.
They want that. I have the gray one already. This one.
Will that be all, sir?
You can also eye in a French brothel in the Normandy Noir. What? So he was lying about losing it to a fucking tree branch when he got deployed with parachuting.
It was a pleasure to serve you, sir.
The French champagne is known for its excellence. Land on Utah Beach. Potatoes and beans sound good, yeah. Like you could this is I think this is Latin American food. I think it's called rajas, or it's just chicken meat. Usually like it's sliced up breast or leg and thigh. You put it in the big thing of this tomato sauce with like peppers, roasted chilies, tomato, and it's just a really nice meal with a bowl of rice inside. It's really good. You should probably steam some vegetables because there's besides the corn there's no vegetables in that shit, but it's good. Yeah, I think if they had her as a one-sided girlfriend, it's like, you sure you want this? I'll never love you back. And she's like, I don't care. Love is love, even if it's just one way. Which could have been like used as like a soft metaphor for the Mafia life. Because it's a one-sided thing, they never go after her, which would have let them have that quasi-romantic aspect, as opposed, to having it bog down the plot, having to write it in as well as they did Sarah in the first game. I'm just spitballing here, I don't know. They probably could have wanted some really intricate plot if she was technically like a family member. If they really want to make shit fucking convoluted, give you Asian girlfriend. Don't mention anything about the triad until this fucking mission, and know it's a matter of time. And then tie her back to Henry in some non-romantic way. Yeah, but I don't want to copy what they did with Sam and one other in the other game. Oh, but what am I? So I have okay. Let me just stop. 1 second. I'm gonna pray to God I don't need to drive after this section. I already saw my house was yellow. Unfortunately, our last meal will not be a kebab today. I didn't think you were wearing pants for a second. How's it going, sweetheart?
All that killing made you hungry, huh?
Yeah, I need a ham and cheese sandwich.
Anything else I can do for you, handsome?
Italian before Empire, Rome Conquest, now spaghetti.
Don't go eating that all at once.
What was it? Nah, if you think of Mafia, it's like empires in miniature. They still technically have them. But also, they just kind of realized, oh, we got the arts. Like, why would you want to conquer the world with a gun? We can just make those Italian pop groups that sing in English, like Eiffel 65 or Pavarotti, who's Italian and his voice was so powerful that when people think of opera, they think of him. Even though opera exists across, French, German, Spanish, and there used to be traditions where whenever an opera would come out and release, you could just translate it to whatever the local language was. So up until the 60s, you would actually have operas from Germany or Italy come to America. They would translate them to look like in English. But when Pavarotti came out, that really began the humongous push of, look, people really are going to buy tickets for this thing even if they don't understand, so just keep it in the native tongue. Which has been a humongous double-edged sword. On one hand, it's great to hear the opera in the original language, but at the same time, I'm like, if your audience can't understand most of what's going on, ooh! You can't say what's going on with what's kind of the voice. Is it the original idea for Passion of the Christ, you know? Escort girlfriend, his name is Michelle. I guess he's as good as the fucking Joe's girls are. Remember, he mostly wants to hear for venting sessions, like some actor from venting. Then again, Sam is a guy wasn't a guy with no ambition. Still a punch over the fence, that's all. To quote Adam Sandler, you see, this isn't my car, it's the company's car, and I can't afford the insurance on these, so by taking up 2 parking slots, it creates what I like to call the cushion of protection. Da Vinci's okay, most modern history is either broken apart, beaten by French auctions, or wrong failing, to solve credibility of your quote-unquote Churchill. Da Vinci's pretty good, but Da Vinci suffers the fate that a lot of artists does when it comes to talking about them, where you just amalgamate everything but you don't understand. Like, Da Vinci's great because his paintings are really good, but more importantly, his human anatomy understanding was unparalleled at the time. And if you ever see his crazy inventions, that's where Da Vinci was really just a madman in the best ways. Inventing submarines, paragliders, and shit that we would get until the 40s even. And wrote it backwards in the mirror in cursive in Italian. But when people try to conflate that genius, but people can't comprehend that level of genius because that's way too fucking much. But people can comprehend the Mona Lisa. They can comprehend the Last Supper. Mona Lisa a lot more. So they say Mona Lisa, they say, oh, picture of Mona Lisa, Da Vinci's great, he was a massive inventor. And they don't talk about, like, he invented things, they don't tell what the hell he invented. What's the point of that? It's like me saying Michelangelo is great, you know? Then I don't talk about the Sistine Chapel. I don't talk about how he made so many amazing carvings in stone. And I show you a painting of Michelangelo, and you're just supposed to understand this guy's important. That's stupid. It's like if I said Van Halen's amazing. He's a picture of Van Halen with the glam metal hair and his guitar, the Frankenstein, but you don't hear any of his guitar solos. Like, what's the point?
Hey, fellas.
Hey, Vito. The boss wants to see you.
Good. I want to see him too.
One thing though, Vito. I gotta take your gun.
Yeah, all right. Here you go.
2 years later, Bruce Willis flew a Da Vinci flying machine in a 91 actual comedy flop, Hudson Hawk. Oh, that doesn't look like a fucking flop for the name. But I'm not counted towards my... Okay, I know I'm going to use the submachine gun. I could give you a crack shot. Now there's too many people over. I think it'd be funny to pistol get them. One more fucker, right? What? Where is he at? He's in there? Oh, he's up there. There he is. He scored great already. No one sneaks up on you and shit. What the? Is the arrow just glitched?
Over there.
All right. If I'd known 14 would have been super duper long yesterday, I would have seen it for today's fucking stream. No. Cover, you bastard. Yeah, the cover should have really glitched out here for 1 second. So only fear, like I'm gonna cover against the wrong wall again and just lose everything. Oh, this grease gun's been carried. It might be other different observatory in LA. Probably is. I mean, it's not like Resident Evil 4 remake where they went to follow like really obscure like streets and everything. I think I put that in the server on Venema, where there's like a guy who lived in Spain, and he actually was traveling around the streets to find the exact like random one-off streets they used to scan for Resident Evil 4. And 20 years later, he was still able to fucking find them. All about 20 years later, you know. But who's counting? Yeah, this actually might be the observatory, the way it leans in there, but of course it has more of that Art Deco kind of look as opposed to, you know, the more clean, classical. Well, clean, it's not classical, it's, industrial? Is that term? Oh, shit. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. You get the rifle. Nah, I need a second here. So what fun it? Where's he shooting from? Yeah, I didn't aim fast enough. Find out what these ran for real this weekend in NYC. I do all this fuckery get. Oh, you fucking asshole. Oh my god. Well, pray to God that the fact is tough as balls. Although the only thing going to be long as shit. Yeah, I wish I would have been fucked up right then and there. Who the fuck? Not you guys. Sorry, I have a disconnect notification. This one guy in my group chat keeps fat fingering the goddamn call group button. Like, can you not fat finger the thing for once, please? So distracted. Yeah, I fucked up really bad. Yeah, no, we'll get there eventually. Eventually, cameras on the word lead. But yeah, honestly. My question is, do you think Vito's more responsible for this, or do you think Joe is? I think Joe's more responsible. Oh, there you are. I didn't get you last time. So he only comes like hide into this spot. Gotcha. Alright. Good. It's the grease gun. Oh, fuck. Didn't mean for that to happen. Oh, that was an accidental kill. But hey, we'll take it. Grease. Grease is the word. It's the word, as you know. It's got groove. It's got violence. It's got... Oi! Come on. Yeah, because I couldn't tell where that last guy was in that room. Because it's like his bullets were coming out of a door, but then you couldn't see him.
Where'd he go?
Oh no, the cover percent's starting to fuck up again. That is not bueno. When I say nachos, you say bueno. Nachos, bueno. Show your face! Shit. Don't ask me to do this on Call of Duty, please don't. Oh, God. I shoot better in third person than I do in first person. Third person just feels kind of weird to me. This is why I thought I could pistol shoot everybody in the beginning. I just became way better headshots each game. Oh, you have the shotgun, the rifle? Oh, fuck it, close enough.
Let's go, you cocksucker!
Alright, that's one down. Wait, two more. Oh. Fuck this shit. What's that? Come on, come on. There we go. I had to make it up to you guys. Can I grenade toss this thing again? It's so many guns, it takes a while. Just a battle of speed at this point. Yeah, you see how this fucker just refuses to leave. The man shooting a skylight roof? Oh, okay. Because there's one more on the map that I see there. Because this is the one that killed me, not him. Step here for a second, you said. That's the one I was trying to get. I was trying to get him up before having to go up to the doorway. Two grenades. Hey, that's pretty cool. Oh shit. Oh my god, this fucking play. Hey, I'm playing shit. You haven't had a checkpoint yet. Oh, wait, wait. No, no, come on. Let's go, let's go. What else? Come, let's go. I'm on the top there. Oh, I can't see him over there. Let's go. Watch out for the grenades. Yeah, shotgun to the face. You're welcome. Henry might be the real villain. He's going to the spider, leading Vito into a trap to get the family arrested. I only put my emphasis on Joe because Joe incredibly rashly just said, "Well, they killed those Chinese cocksuckers today," instead of doing that. But to be fair, Vito should have questioned if he was a rat. And even if you think you're wrong, you got to take the family's word on these things. You are wrong on this shit, like Vito was. Vito is in this case. Rashi Graham. It's over. Okay, for grenades, I've got 4 grenades and I got 4 cocktails. Got the grease gun on the ready with ammunition loaded. Alright, let's go. Like, is the final boss just his room, or what's the deal here? Close? Okay, rotate the telescope. I don't know. I probably just fucked myself over at this point. That's it. Downstairs we go. Damn. Yeah, it's definitely the COD logic. You gotta shoot the legs first to walk the way up when they look in you. This gun's just sliding down the stairs. Wait. Get out the cover. Oi. Hide behind the wall. Hide. Fuck. Got here a rifle. It's in front of me, you idiots. Where are you at, little boy? I see you down there. Montana, you ain't. Let's go. Peekaboo. Alright. The area is secure. Let's go. Now let's save this battle for later. This seems way too valuable. Switch back to my Thompson. And also the Thompson, just want to reload that shit. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh god. He's in there. I don't like that. He's got a rifle. Yep. Alright, is he down? Is that the boss fight? Can't tell with this model. Then through gets some interesting World War II guns. I'll probably packaged by General Motors. Ooh.
Wow, look who it is.
The Sextons!
This is what they
yes.
send? This is an insult. What'd they tell you, Vito? Take care of me and all's forgiven? You really think they're just gonna let you walk after everything you did? Then again, chumps like you never do think about the big picture.
Screwed him.
But your buddy Joe understands. Don't you, Joe?
Ooh!
What the fuck is this?
I could ask you the same question. Loyalty's a funny thing, huh, Vito? No such thing as friendship in this business. Didn't your old pal Leo teach you that while you're sucking his cock back in the can? You're just a fucking pawn, Vito. It's all you ever were. When are you gonna realize?
Joe, you just gotta trust me.
You think I give a shit about the feds? All those tired old fucks on the commission? They're using you, Vito. Just like Clemente used you. Just like I used you. Just like that rat fuck Henry used you. You vouched for that piece of shit. Brought him into my house. And now, you dumb fuck, you're gonna pay for it. Now, Joe.
Hey, if you're gonna pull that trigger, do it already.
This is where two cutscenes would be cool.
Vito, let's shoot this cocksucker. Remember what we talked about, tree. Joe. You're gonna throw all that away? Do it! 2. Now!
Let's go! Bring it down, Mr. President! Where are we at?
God damn it! Somebody kill these two psychos!
Do more just show up or what?
You dumb bastard! You don't stand a chance! You can't kill them all!
Oh, do me for that. I don't know why I'm saying crouching. Boy, let's see.
You really are insane, aren't you? I'm gonna enjoy watching you die. Come on already! There's only 2 of them!
Where? If we just end, let's go. He's not there? Fuck. Oh, dude, don't throw that one either. Shit. Oh, what? I got a little too comfortable staying up. A gunfight and then he hit the IMAX stone. Talk about surround sound, am I right? I keep being caught in these terrible positions to reload.
God damn it! Somebody kill these 2 psychos!
Try not to use only the map, but finish the active fire blast. I really just gotta tap. Come on, my headshot game was perfect. What the fuck happened? Everything I've learned and applied is gone now. Okay, now, okay. I just gotta waddle my way to safety. Duck down again. Just do a Thompson, give me a sec here. The grease got the fuck. It takes so long to switch to my goddamn grenades. Did I throw?
Bastard, you don't stand a chance. You can't kill them all.
Expect my grease in here. Duck.
You really are insane, aren't you? I'm gonna enjoy watching you die. Come on already! There's only 2 of them!
Come on, Joe, a little help here. I'm trying to ping like a fucking mobile game. The enemy's there. Go, let's go. Joe! Curly Joe, help me the fuck out here. Wait a second, where's mine? Come on. Clean and beautiful. Love it. Got one more, right? Shit, duck. Crap shot. Come on, let's go. It would do that to me. It would do that to me. We get it. We got Richard Nixon.
You know something, Carlo? For the last 10 years, all I done was kill. I killed for my country.
Ooh!
I killed for my family. I killed anybody that got in my way. But this one's for me. Fuck you. Fucking prick.
I sure as hell hope you know what you're doing here.
Don't worry, I took care of it. You'll see. So, what was he talking about back there?
Nothing. He made me an offer, that's all.
Yeah, I figured out that much. What kind of offer?
He wanted me to whack you. He said he'd make me a capo. Give me my own crew. You know, pretty much
It's
everything
in
I
there.
ever
I
wanted.
gotta get the magazine.
So why the hell didn't you do it?
Remember that $5 you owe me?
You really are a fucking prick, Joe. I just get the magazine very quickly. Whatever you see, whatever you see. If you don't see shit, oh well. Glasses, that's a first. Red hair glasses. Nightgown. Phil just got immersed in the gunfight. Oh, I'm glad your cat liked it. Mr. Presidente, I am coming here to bring you an offer. I am not a crook. That's why they always love to fucking use anything Nixon related. It's not him or blubbering. You like glasses? Put 2 glasses like you. The answer is yes. Oh, is it the door? Is it the door right here? Just hop over this thing. Probably gonna go around or some shit like that. Cause I can't run. It's not letting me run. So I assume we just gotta get the hell out of here. One of these doors here. Well, I just gotta go with Joe, I guess. I'm trying to pick up any and any ammo I can, just in case. Some full-on shotgun ammo. Alright, let's go, Joe.
What the hell is this?
It's all right, Joe.
Is it done?
It's done.
All right, then. Looks like a celebration is in order. Come on. Let's head to the cat house.
Sounds good to me.
Come with me, Vito. There's more we need to talk about.
Oh my god, Joe. Joe is too excited.
All right, we'll see you over there.
All right. So what's the big secret? Hey, what the hell's going on? Where they taking Joe?
Sorry, kid. Joe wasn't part of our deal.
Oh. See, that's a good twist. Like, it's so obvious, but you forget little details like how clutch that would kill him on 3. Fun fact, it was supposed to end in the exact time of father's birth, January 18th, 1954. Interesting. Oh, that's how it ends. Oof. Well, we've been playing for what, about an hour? Couple Mafia 3 for us? Concerns Joe, go for it, bro. We're gonna play it anyways. I mean, whether he lives or dies, I'm gonna play 3. I'm not gonna start it this week, obviously, because trip to the States. Because I want to keep that shit up back to back to back to back to back. Slow golf clap. Joe's live and kicking. With all the kids, with all the ladies he's been with, I'm surprised he's not Grandpa Joe for somebody out there. He knows he's Grandpa now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 city programmers. All right. Compared to the 2 with Bondi. Fucking LA Noir. Became Leo's new bodyguard. Interesting. But Leo knows them both. Daniel Barba? One man wrote this story. That's pretty damn clever. Alright. The extras here. Find the album. Check everything. So you actually get here Shame how Francesca, you and the banker were the key to all this. Let me just pick, you know, like the Mafia album here. That was great. Oh, he says right here, at nighttime, or discharge, let's poke out of the branch while climbing over a fence. Alright. See what we got here for the collectibles. Back. Artwork's in here. It's actually not a bad painting. Oh, but not a bad render, I should say. What happened to Vito then? Because I think they show what happened to Vito 2 in Mafia 3. Because I think Vito plays a key integral part in Mafia 3, if I remember correctly. Alright, so let me check on the Discord quickly for the poll results, because one sec here, gotta send myself something. Okay. Discord poll result, let's check here. So, is it still a tie? Is it still a tie? Okay, it's still a tie here, 3-3. Now, as we've got you here, I'll put a poll up here. I can either do some of these side missions, or I can put a different game. I'll give a poll here. Because it's tied 3-3, I think. Yeah. See here. If it is another game, the one that's currently leading is Mortal Kombat Trilogy. That would be it. So if we do that, it'll be MK. So that's what we got here. Vote now on your phones. Let's start the poll. I'll give you guys like a minute or two to a minute. I'll just keep chatting for a minute. Whoever's here gets to decide. You work for Vito in Mafia 3? Damn. See, I think this is the same. I'm not sure if it's the same Daniel Vadova who worked on Kingdom Come. It could be. But at the same time, when you're contracted to write for something else, for someone else, and it's not like your biggest passion, sometimes you can do a better job because you don't have that whole amount of freedom to where you just kind of go to the danger zones. Let's find out. Let me see here. Daniel Vadova. Let's do Mafia 2. Because if so, then then he knows how to make a solid story. He just chooses not to. You know, anymore at least. He's best known for Mafia 1, Mafia 2, as well as Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So it's the same one. But think about that. If you take out Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, before that happened, he had a flawless record. The original Mafia and the Mafia 2, mind you. Yeah, and then he left after writing it when 2K restructured. Okay. Vadova remained the creative director of Warhorse Studios after it was sold to Koch Media in 2019. Ah, okay. So Koch Media then took the reins over when number 2 happened. Yep, he worked on the original Mafia. Yes. Let's see what the poll says. Let me check the YouTube here. MK Trilogy is winning here with 4 votes. Is everyone locked in? Alright. So I'm going to end the poll here. I'm going to cut the game off, and then we'll switch up to MK Trilogy. I don't have to play this shit with my keyboard. I gotta remember how to remap this thing because I'm just too lazy to get the controller out. Actually, yeah. Mafia 2. Let's quit this bag, boy. Yes. I don't think they were involved with the remakes, no. But considering that Mafia 2 is a lot less tampered with than Mafia 1, because 1 was, I say, you can dare say that 1 was a reimagining, while 2 was more of a legitimate, just a remastered edition. Let me get it. Let's see here. Alright, let's get this controller out. Come on, Mad Cats. pick up this time. Holy shit, because this Mad Catz controller is like a 50-50 if the game actually fucking rates it. Alright, put MK Trilogy and then I'll get this thing ready. Install games. MK Trilogy. Yeah, let me go to OBS here for 1 second.
Excellent. Superb.
Game capture. Trilogy.
Well done.
Chat back again. Gotta make sure everything's structured just right. Mad Catz, yes, is the Mad Catz Street Fighter 5 controller with a 6-button pad. Sometimes it's the USB drivers that are the problem. Toasty! I'll make the game as easy as sin, only because you know how brutal this fucking game is. Like, because the game, everyone knows that Mortal Kombat Trilogy is faster than the original. For sure. Yeah, but the thing is that it's not just the audio speed up, it's everything has been sped up. The game legitimately is faster than the original. Oh yeah, every MK1 and 2 would read your input, so now imagine the game is like, it takes like 20% faster and you don't realize it. Because you think it's just the music being slowed down. The music slowed down, but the gameplay sped up. Yeah, I got the Street Fighter 5 6-pack controller because I wanted to get the Hori one, but I was like, I can get the Mad Catz one like brand new for $20-something back before I came to Japan. Or you could pay almost $200 for the Hori 5-pack. And the Hori 5-pack I've heard has a thing with the D-pad where it gives that over about a year or two. So far the Mad Catz one has been okay, it's got the one single analog nub, unlike the Hori one. If you want to play PS Vita games kind of authentically, you actually can, but you still have the ability to do double triggers, unlike the Hori 5-pad. Time for me to try to remember what the fuck these special moves do, because I can't remember any of these special moves.
Choose your destiny.
But either way, no matter how easy you make the fucking game, by the time you get to the 4th match, it's already like on medium to hard.
Round 1, fight.
Can you guys see the game? I just want to make sure I should have asked it before starting the match. Because this is on full screen mode currently. If you can't see it, let me know.
Sindel wins. Round 2, fight.
By the time Vito killed the Dawn in Mafia 3, apparently Leo thinks he had Joe at least in reality. I'm guessing what Leo did, I think Leo figured out that those two, that Joe and Vito, were good, but together, they just kind of have the wrong conclusions. Alright, making sure. Sometimes these full screen older games don't get picked up by being in windowed mode. Because think about it, if Vito was by himself, he would have never whacked the Chinese people. But if Joe was by himself, he would have wanted to whack the Chinese people, he could have done it with the help of Vito. So together, they just are the ultimate recipe of fucking chaos.
Finish him.
Oh, we're getting the brutality, boys and girls.
Sindel wins. Brutality.
So yeah, sometimes when you're told that you and your best friend got it better separately. Yeah, this is on easy, mind you. So if I do use a couple special moves, like I remember one time here on stream I actually got to I somehow fucking got to Shao Kahn and I just forgot to press start to continue to fight him again.
Okay.
Yeah, like every so often the game will do brutality or fatality. This game shows no goddamn mercy. Doesn't care if you're a 5-year-old playing this for the first time. You will be scarred for life. It will turn into a falcon and rip your head off. That's how I remember Mortal Kombat.
Liu Kang wins. Round 2, fight.
The perfect time to ramble about MK1. I mean, Warner Brothers, what the fuck, man? You said this is gonna be the most supported Mortal Kombat of all fucking time. 2 fucking years! 2 fucking years is all you can do this goddamn game? Mortal Kombat X got more support. Mortal Kombat 11 got more support. And now you gotta worry because now they have the fucking Invincible Fighter coming out with all the home Omni-Man fans. And then you got that competing also with the new ARC system with the new Marvel Fighting game.
Wins.
I don't know what WB's gonna do. They're fucking cooked.
Round.
These guys do not.
Fight.
It's not that they don't want money. I think they're just so tunnel vision. They don't know how to make money. Because they can clearly make animated movies that people want. And people will pay for them on the streaming services. Jesus Christ. Now you gotta be thinking if we should do a Chinatown Wars stream on the PSP emulator. Or Sleeping Dog, because I already have Sleeping Dogs installed and shit.
Finish him.
Yeah, the game has no fucking chill.
Wins. Fatality.
So I guess because I'm on the easiest difficulty, the game will put more rebellion in my way. Well, cool thing with the Magcast controls is it actually has a mode that works for PS3 and PS4. And you can actually make the analog nub if you want the left stick or the right stick. So R2, the R2 button regular, and the R1, R2, the L1, R1, R2 regular as well as the actual bumpers. So you can actually, if you do the switch, you can make the triggers go from R1, R2, L1, L2 to into L2, R2, L3, R3. You think Vito called Francesco and they got back from killing Steve, got Bruno to tell you what really happened to their father? On one hand, good question. I honestly think that Vito did call Francesca, but he probably still respected her wishes about staying away, you know what I mean? So he told her the truth, and it wasn't his fault, but he respects her, stays away, and that's how it ends. That just seems like a very Vito thing to do. I'm trying to remember how these inputs, man. Okay, there we go. Okay, that was the same. I'm just used to the feel of it on the other D-pads. The D-pad's kind of like circular, but almost just from. I'm just so used to the other things like the grab mechanic in later MK games that I get so reliant on grabs and setups that I just get wailed like a motherfucker in the Liu Kang's and MK3 on the NES, it was down, down, low kick. Forward, down, down. Forward, down, low. When you play the game like Street Fighter and Tekken, you just kind of forget about the MK inputs. But MK's kind of similar to Killer Instinct, which is why I wonder why I can't remember any of these. It wasn't my brain refuses to remember them.
Sindel wins.
So is it like left, right, square, I think?
Round 3, fight.
There we go. Okay. So it's triangle, not square. Yada yada. Oh, it angles up. What the fuck? Jeez. Forgot about the block button. Okay, now that the game on easier, it's seeing a lot more, and I mean a lot more of these brutalities, fatalities, babalities. Because it's like, well, if you suck on the easy difficulty, well, you deserve this. I'm trying to think of what else. What's that new Pixar movie that came out that I already forgot? I mean, all I can think of was like, oh, you're the commandee, or you go to Aliens. I just like, did someone just try to remake Mars Needs Mom? But they tried to do it with a less interesting part. Stop! Stop! Quit airing me! Jesus Christ!
Sindel wins.
Holy crap! No mercy.
Round 2.
Elio?
Fight.
So you can remember, that name is not so memorable in the fucking least. one of them. Right? Don't like do it. We gotta use the shield button. It's like there we go. I have to remember what the order was when I had to press the shield button on. It's like, oh fuck. Get him.
Finish him.
I wonder if I keep wearing a medical eye patch. Fuck if I know.
Babality.
What I gotta suck at this one so much. Why is the game so fast? Let's try again. Can I get someone other than Sindel, please? I'll let the timer run out this time. Why is the subway stage playing here? This is the wrong music. That was a mod that someone did where they kept this tempo, they put the right stages, right music. There we go.
Now wins.
Punch in the air, I'm sure something will happen.
Round 2, fight.
I feel like a solid fan. Killing a snake in the playground, calls us a snake eater. Literally eats a snake. Stop! Keep forgetting crouch attack fucking thing. It's like, you know what on paper, but then your instinct is just to not do them, because in other games they whiff you so fucking hard to do that. I teleported into that. That was my fit. I played Shadow Monks? That shit was great. The only thing that really sucked about that game that I wish they could fix was make it like Lego Star Wars that would play 2, you could just drop in, drop out. Because once you started 2-player, you had to finish that shit 2-player. You couldn't finish it solely like a new save off of that. Yeah, it was fun. It was great. I mean, I would like someone to make an HD retexture for it. Maybe decompress the files using AI or some other software. Again, we're not making new shit. We're just touching it. Like HD remix.
Finish it.
No!
Sindel
well, with
wins.
MK characters, yeah, before they actually had Kratos and fucking MK9.
Brutality.
I mean, it's kind of funny. You think they would make more though, considering how good MK Shadow Monks was. I know they were thinking about doing it because they wanted to make a sequel game, but they wanted Scorpion because the first one was Sub-Zero way back in the day. But that's when Midway started having financial problems because MK was unfortunately their only major property, and every other property they had was either not making too much money or someone else got the rights to the NBA Jam.
Melina.
Did I not let the timer run out? Oh shit.
Round
Okay, I'll let the timer run out next time.
Fight.
And hopefully get something that's not Melina. Something that's not Sindel. I get it, game. I suck, I know. Which one is what? Triangle? Is it square? Is it X? Shield? No. Should get the double knife throw.
Sindel wins. Round 2, fight.
Forward punch. Forward kick. Oh, let's get to 4 kicks to back. Is that what's going on here? Forward. I can't tell which one's forward and back because the animation.
Sindel wins.
Okay, the new animalities. Looks like they're just
Animality.
new ones. Wait. Can I speed the countdown? Okay, gotcha. Give me game over. Yeah, there's no fucking mercy in this goddamn game. Let's see. Hopefully, now that we're at the beginning, we will get someone who's not Sindel. I can give it up. I'm still gonna lose. I just don't want to listen to Sindel over and over and over again.
Choose your destiny. Excellent.
Could do an MK rifle ranking one day.
Fight.
I should boot up MK9 and see if that shit works again. Here's that one day I'd be like paranoid to try the game again. It's still gonna see that. What the fuck? Once the game's like, this is the easiest character. Fuck you. I don't want to restart the game to get rid of Sindel. I'll try not to be too combat next. Just keep it interesting. Fuck, stop.
Sindel wins.
I'm seeing Cali this time for
Round
3 weeks.
2. Fight.
I will come back at the very beginning of August. So August 2nd, there will probably be a stream. Your guys' first, I want to say? Well, it depends on what time I get back. If I come back, if I come back at like late at night, I might sleep in. But if I come back like it's a midday to afternoon, then I can probably go stream next day. Pizza ready. Christ, I can't remember the special moves for shit. Damn it. I gotta repeat that controls.
Sindel wins. Fatality.
Christ almighty. God help me. Let me just, let me just make sure I got the correct controls going on. Let's see what's going on. Hopefully that little text box window. Is the options menu? Oh, one second. I gotta. Game's gonna fuck up for a second. One second. The game's gonna fuck up for 1 second, please. What the hell is that? I don't know what I'm doing. Can't see shit. Oh well. I think the game glitched out. Does it have to be this trip to meet you up sometime? Oh. Yeah. I mean, it's SoCal. That's the thing. The NorCal's because you're closer to NorCal. It's not that it's impossible. It's just tricky to get there. Okay, let me just exit the game quickly because I think it's fucked up. Yeah, let me try Trilogy windowed mode first.
Excellent.
Okay, options.
Superb. Well done.
Peace Jose, you're in San Jose? Okay, where's the fuck is my settings? Can I do it now? Okay, gamepad setup. Okay, so here. High punch. Okay, this shit's fucked up. High punch. Okay, low punch, high punch. Low kick. High kick. Okay. Block 1. Oh, the run mechanic. Fuck, I hate that thing. That's why I can't do it. I don't have a fucking run button. Right? Block 1, block 2. Fuck it, yeah. Alright. There we go. Let's save this shit. Let's go. I forget about the run mechanic in this fucking game. Because... Oh no, you can't because you can't see the screen because I had it on the options menu, and that's why. Because the thing is that the game for the PC version, you can't see the options on the regular screen. You have to actually use like a separate window. And when you do it that way, you can't see the game at all. When it's because it bumps off a full screen. Let's try Baraka.
Choose your destiny.
You still can't see it now? Okay. Let me ask it beat. Let's fix it.
Round 1, fight.
So OBS set.
Ermac wins. Round 2, fight.
Okay, let's try it. Still can't see it once again. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're back in action.
Finish
got my ass kicked for you guys.
Ermac wins.
Yeah, if I click off the game, it'll just like stop showing.
Fatality.
Yeah, if I click off this game, it's like Spaceballs. If I stop, the thing's over. Let's start.
Checks.
Fucking left side's run, right side's block.
Round
Let's
one.
try this shit.
Fight.
Run mechanic. I really am mixing them. Gotcha. Right, there you go. Yeah, that running really adds a bit more power to the punch. Fucking aggressive meter.
Superb.
It's one of the Michael Jackson's thriller. Woo!
Ermac wins.
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen any of the MK movies? I don't care if it's the good ones, the bad ones, the animated ones. They got Carl Urban to be Johnny Cage for the new one coming up. I am interested to see how he does. Because Carl Urban doesn't... Like, it's like Carl Urban doesn't give a bad performance. He might... The work itself might suck, but not him. I just hope they fucking fix that Cole Young bullshit. I never understood why is it with movie-based games they always have this heavy-ass need to want to add these new fucking shitty OCs.
Jax wins.
I'm not saying you can't do it, but a lot of times they just kind of suck.
3 fight.
Tommy joined the Saturday Days 3 after meeting Polly and Sam. He's been a tech for the first 4 years, by the time the Mafia game up again. But yeah, but if you look at the days, it lines up fine. I mean, he was a taxi driver when it wasn't the Depression. Most importantly, he wasn't held at gunpoint to drive for 2 Mafia guys. And then another family goes after him just because of association. They don't care about gunpoint.
Finish him. Ermac wins.
It's not the first MK movie. Still can't believe that's the same Paul W.S. Anderson who wound up making those really, really absurd Resident Evil films. I know that they have to refilm a couple of fights, and they want to refilm every fight, only enough for 3 fights, and they refilm the Scorpion Johnny fight, and then the Liu Kang Reptile fight. And it's kind of crazy how much they added to the characters that wanted to become permanent and more. That even MK11 was just like, we brought back the actors except for Johnny, except for Liu Kang for the skins. I wonder why his actor Robin Shou didn't come back. Because we got Christopher Lambert to come back, even though his voice sounds like crackly. It fits the look of Raiden in MK11, to be fair.
Round 1 fight.
Okay, course doesn't work. Back, left, right. Alright, there we go. That seems kind of useless because by the time I get to him, it's already over, even if I use run. Come back.
Rain wins.
Yeah. Second one was...
Round 2.
I don't know what they were thinking with the second film. Because I don't think that was Paul W.S. Anderson. But someone, like, they couldn't decide they wanted to be like that kind of dark, like, but not too dark. But they wanted more of that cheesy 90s, like, cartoon. Because, you know, everything got a cartoon. Like, MK... What came out 3 got a goddamn Children's Saturday morning cartoon. I sound like I'm crazy for saying that. But then again, MC Hammer had a fucking cartoon as well, so I'm not surprised.
Round 3 fight.
What else? Yeah, Godzilla had a cartoon, and Black had a cartoon. Moe had a cartoon. Everything had a cartoon. RoboCop had a kid's cartoon. Street Fighter had a kid's cartoon. Darkstalkers had a kid's cartoon. What didn't have a kid's cartoon? I mean, I lost more than 1 season, but it got a kid's cartoon. Bastard.
Finish him.
No! Knock me at the platform.
Ermac
You couldn't throw me
wins.
to the pit, bro. We're at the pit.
Fatality.
Oh yeah, that time music gets louder. I remember when MK9 had that remix album. Growing up, I think it was kind of hyped to hear, but when I went back to hear those songs, like, there were only like really like 2 or 3 good songs on that album. And even then, hearing it again, I don't like them as much. Skrillex Reptiles theme, my problem was not that it was dubstep. Hearing it back, it's like, why is this shit so fucking compressed? It sounds like it's mono. But yeah, I don't know, maybe headphones were just better back in the day. Maybe the version I have of that CD is just really, really compressed. I don't know. There's a guy, Unreal Faces, Paul Unfaces is also his name. He did an amazing cover of Reptiles theme. Just enough to keep fresh and modern while respecting the original. Second movie, MQ films like a Power Rangers episode, they wanted to do the fight scenes in the daytime. It was funny when they had the script reading. They gave to the actor who played Johnny Cage. And like, Johnny Cage died from the beginning. He's like, no, I'm not doing this. I refuse to come back. And apparently, from what I've been reading, a lot of people, when they saw that Johnny died in the first like 10 minutes of the film, they actually went and refunded. They went to like, yeah, we want our money back.
Ermac wins.
And that's, think about it. The 2 big guys in the trilogy, in the original MK film, it was Johnny and Liu Kang. They were a power team because, you know, they hadn't quite established the Kung Lao Liu Kang dynamic just quite yet in the games, like they did with Shaolin Monks. So to most people, it was Johnny and Liu. So to see 1 and 2 just get died unceremoniously, I mean, to have the humiliating or very negative, defeating death of the character is only going to be a bitch now. If you can pull it off, keep your fans entertained, still going, that's really, really difficult. Really difficult. Because the respect for the character really is the most important thing. And it's pursued to be the character because the villain just that piece of shit. Yeah, it's difficult even for really good writers, because at that point you're just kind of going past good writing. You're going to the territory of my love of the character outweighs any sense of logic the story has. Yeah, you can do fight scenes in the daytime. It's just that if you look here in the MK games, the daytime isn't like regular daytime. It's like this game. It has a very dark palette, obviously, but it's still vibrant. Like Kano's red and Liu Kang and Ermac red. Like all the red, they're still vibrant. You know, Liu Kang's a bit on the muddier side, but yeah, it's still a very vibrant game despite being very dark in the color palette. I forget. I think it's the left and down to pick the MK2 costumes. Have there been actually any good movies? Like good ones that we're talking about, or decent ones? As a matter of indie films or like the things you see on Amazon, or even other films. What's that? What am I doing? What am I doing? Like, I'm looking at chat right now and no one's typing in chat.
2, fight.
Run. Alright, so next we gotta do a poll for the next 2 streams, and that could be the last 2 streams we're gonna do before I go off. Okay, it's part of my martial arts film from the 70s and 80s. Oh yeah, Enter the Dragon was the big one with the whole premise of the tournament on the island. That's where it came from. The big secrets of Kung Fu films that they have that nobody really talks about is that Kung Fu films have this, is the soundtrack.
Ermac wins.
Because one thing I was wondering, like why do the voices sound like that for the you know the type the Hong Kong actors and all that? And I was thinking, like, are they like trained in this older kind of Chinese like operatic kind of thing? Did I fuck up again? Oh, I think I fucked up.
Johnny Cage.
Yeah, I fucked up. It's got to be 2 people for 2 people. I gotta quit this shit somehow. I'll just beat the fuck out of them and go back to regular combat, because this clearly was not what I wanted to do. I thought it was 2.
1 fight.
I thought I could do 2v2 versus AI, but I guess not. Yeah. So I was wondering, like, they were trained with an older kind of, you know, like Soul kind of traditional theater, the same way how a lot of these anime voice actors, they take their cues from kabuki theater and stuff like that, with the whole archetype and everything. But it turns out that for Hong Kong films, to save time and money, they only recorded with cameras, so you could say your lines however you wanted. And that could, because everything, the sound effects and your dialogue was redubbed in post because they wouldn't even carry boom mics. Which is why the voices were always over the top. They were crazy. They could do all the faces and then make it match a matching yell later. And when you see how that works, you can see how that works much more easily for an unrestricted fights choreography. Compare that to the West, where you have like cameras everywhere. You got to be really careful not to pick up another camera. You have very limited sets. Those really crazy shots, like at the end of the Dragon, with the whole thing of the section of mirrors, you know.
Johnny Cage wins. Flawless victory.
Jurassic World Reboot comes out in 4 days. Is it gonna be any decent or no? How do I go back? I wanna go back. Go back. I have to reboot the game again, don't I? One second, let me quit the game and reboot it again. Only thing about this fucking game I don't like. I have to exit and reboot the game. Ugh. Yeah, I'm still upset that Mortal Kombat didn't bother to advertise this at all. Shit. Yes, I'm sure I want to close the game. Where's that prompt at? Okay, you're giving me the fucking prompt now. Task manager in to save the fucking day. I didn't press anything. The game just like you're taking too fucking long. Third time's the charm. You'll see the game again in a second. Hello, Shang Tsung. Somebody's running to the bathroom with sprints. Alejandro, you see that F1 film that comes out with Brad Pitt.
Well done.
Look, to wait for more info on Primitive War. Well, Primitive War is probably going to be kept under wraps because I think they don't. I think it's one of those things where they got like a handful of surprises, and to spoil almost anything in those surprises, it's not going to work as well. On Fubi says, I saw 28 years later recently. Good, but the ending let me scratching my head a bit. Like what happened? Like, did it just not make sense? I wasn't one of those. It makes sense, and then you think about it, and it doesn't make sense anymore.
Choose your destiny. Excellent.
We'll go for like another 20 minutes.
Round one, fight.
Yeah, look. Pause the game. Okay. Let me make sure. It's not obvious. Can't see the game. Oh, okay. I had to reselect the game every freaking time. 1 second here. 1 second. Restream shot. Trilogy. Chat back up. Is that picking up still? Okay. Damn it, OBS. Why you gotta do this to me? Okay. What's later? What's later? Okay. That's really weird. Let me read some chat here. Yeah, I don't know why it does it. Like every other game, I can just like exit, come back, and it's fine. You have to actually actively reselect it. By the time I get into the groove, I finally learned how to block in this fucking game. Like, it's just.
Round 2, fight.
Oh fuck. Your character is just completely invisible. Imagine you're trying to play as this guy. Fuck. There we go. So he's throwing a punch and grab it. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm too used to like the new NRS ones where I'm just looking for the grab mechanics and the shift stance to get the punches you need to do.
Reptile wins. Fatality.
Yeah, F1 racing as a film should be easy. It's like any war movie could have called itself Call of Duty and it would be completely fucking fine. Can you see it still, or you can't? You still can't see it, or it's up here on OBS. Well, it's just old news. Cause even the freaking delayed. Without spoiling it, I want to say that the ending was weird as fuck. It's more so like how the team played out and felt pretty left field. Oh no, not one of those. Otherwise, good film.
One, fight.
That's the worst of it. Yeah, you have to run and get any good combos in this fucking game. And now I see why a lot of people are like, I don't like the range system. I forget it's there.
Jade wins.
Yeah, buddy.
Round 2, fight.
Just heads up, guys, because I had a birthday celebration last night with my friends. It was pretty fun. And someone actually said, "Yo, man, you bought games. Got you a Steam card." Like, yeah. So I got some extra cash in there for some games. I know they got Blasphemous on about sale for like $8, but this one actually has like the complete edition with all the DLC, including the soundtrack and the collector's book. I'm tempted on getting that, but on the other hand, that Hollywood Lots game where it's like Tropico, but you deal with your own lots, you deal with like the workers and that stuff. That I'm tempted to buy that. Maybe something to look at. On one hand, it looks cool. On the other hand, it's early access. I think the last early access game I actually bought was Fallen Aces, but that's because they made it clear that they would release chapters as they went on, and if you bought early, you could get the game for cheaper, while if you waited, you would have to pay more for when the game would eventually come out. So far, I don't regret it. I just don't play on Steam because, you know, I'm coming out of the gates and I don't let people want shit.
Reptile wins.
I don't, Foofy says I haven't been to theaters since Sound of Freedom. The last movie I saw in theaters, I think, there was 2 of them. Fuck. There's one that came out after that. But the last one I can remember was Fast and the Furious, Fast X. We went with friends, and it was just a dumb, fun action film. Like we were like, this makes no sense, but the set pieces were cool as shit. And at the end, I was like, oh fuck, they're gonna do a 2-part for the last film. And to be fair, Vin Diesel's like, yeah, it's about time we end the franchise before it gets like stupid, like we ride nuclear missiles and bases and shit. And I'm like. And I said, why did you make you think about that? He's like, well, you see, we got people like Tolkien and the lore. I'm like, bro, I forgot. Vin Diesel's a D&D, bro. Which movie got to begin with is Crimson Eye. The harder to go these days. See, theaters, in my opinion, are quintessential to the understanding the history of cinema and film. But I do think that certain films are better in theaters. Because there's someone I saw in theaters and it was great, and I watch it at home and I'm like, this movie's kind of garbage. And then there's someone watching at home and I was like, that's still really fun. Some films are optimized for theaters, you know what I mean? Like I know Han's gonna hate me for this, but for Top Gun Maverick, that film, the sound design was made for theaters. They had a full stereoscope and everything, with the air whooshing and the cockpit and all the gears turning, like coming from the front and the back and everything. So it feels like you're somewhere in the same bit of the cockpit when it comes from audio angle. So once you've got that same surround sound set up at home and watching it out of like whatever your little TV speakers is, it's not gonna sound as good. Because the sound bars just gonna come out from the front. Remember Megamind, that movie? The I love you, Metro Man, I love you too random to this, and like you saw it in theaters. That I love you too, Metro Man, they had to come from like the rear right speaker. So when he points, he's pointing to the same on the screen. He's pointing in the direction where that guy is shouting from. So there's little tiny things like that can create immersion. But you're right, the movie has to be good, and nowadays the movies aren't as good. Like Transformers in the Last Night. That film. The best part of that movie is the first 10-15 minutes when it's literally Transformers as the King and the King Arthur mythos. It sounds stupid. It sounds like the dumbest concept, but they pulled it off so well that when the rest of the movie started with Wahlberg. I was like, no, I don't want to see more diet sandwich. No, I want to see the 2.5 hours of King Arthur being guarded by the guardian angels that are basically the fucking Autobots destroying Decepticon. Oh my god. It sounds stupid, but it actually worked. Michael Bay in 15 minutes showed me this is the movie I was willing to pay $15 for. And then the rest of the movie happens. I don't care if you have, what's his name? Fuck, I'm so upset I forget his name. Anthony Hopkins. I don't care if Anthony Hopkins as the curator in the museum. It wasn't as interesting as the first 15 fucking minutes of that movie with Merlin being like an alcoholic, pleading to the god for send the angels again, the Autobots. It's just a case of why does it work so badly? Like, if this came out in the 80s, there would have been a lot of toys. And I mean specifically Transformers Cross King Arthur.
Choose your destiny, X.
I mean, they had a 2000s, like, a knockoff game of Risk that was Transformers for Star Wars, and that was pretty cool.
Fight.
Okay, I have to bring up chat. We have you on OBS, and the chat's super tiny small on the OBS. I'm seeing what you guys see on stream. Can't really read that from here, because my OBS screen is smaller than your stream screen. Let me bring up chat quickly. It says here, it's not fair to look at a TV movie that released to theaters. Yeah, sometimes that's how it is. Everyone's promising, says Anthenema. Alejandro says looking toward the 50th anniversary of Jaws coming out around Labor Day. And Alejandro says, in the background I keep keeping tabs on the big beautiful bill. Puts up Poland for sale. Was thankfully removed. Thank God for that. I'm not a fan of either Top Gun film, to be honest. Yeah, but I mean that's why I said I know you're gonna hate me for that. Yeah, because Top Gun film is essentially it's a plane movie. It's a quote unquote plane movie for people who just want vague military action involving planes. You're a plane autist. You'd rather have the film about the mechanic who works on the planes than actually work on it. It's like Armageddon. If you're a sci-fi nerd, you love Armageddon. And I mean, like, if you're a scientist guy who knows your physics, you love Armageddon. Because the solution to Armageddon actually makes sense scientifically. But it's not the fun, we build a gigantic nuclear laser and just blow the asteroid to bits. That's not what people want to see. But I'm just using Top Gun's experience for the sound mixing. Because that can make or break a film. Click on the game again. Fuck, I clicked off the game.
Reptile wins.
Maverick was good. I like Maverick. But Maverick did the rare sequel. We had a friend who didn't see it that we went with. He didn't see the original one. And the film still makes sense. So, because it catches you up to speed just enough. So if you like the original one, you're gonna like Maverick. If you haven't seen the original one, you can still enjoy Maverick. It's that rare sequel that you don't need to actually watch the original to catch up on. Like nowadays, we have to watch like 4 films just for this one to make sense. Tom Cruise, tomorrow is the anniversary of War of the Worlds. I still can't get that other one for PC to run, that War of the Worlds, a real-time strategy game. I still can't. I think because of the Windows compatibility level, I think just a little bit too much for this one to handle. The film that F1 will be doing a race track, see them cars doing during qualifying. Yeah, that's just how it is. The more artistic you are about something, the better it gets. It's like I forget what this guy's was, but he was the big Hong Kong filmmaker on the block before Bruce Lee came out. And the thing that made his martial arts films so popular, because he had like The Secret of the 35 Chambers, or something about chakras, I forget. And you know how most martial arts films, like in Fist of Fury, or you have movies like The Karate Kid where they have a training montage. The guy gets his whole entire village wiped out. He has to become a monk to save them, and there is no training montage. You see him like in about 40 minutes to an hour actually learn the entirety of the 35 things. So you see him try, struggle, fail, and overcome each pillar. And then the last 30 minutes is him actually getting his revenge. And you can see the training of all 35, and he creates a 36 one, all come together. And it was really praised by genuine martial artists because it wasn't a martial arts film that was just trying to be over-the-top Kung Fu Hong Kong. It was like, no, here's what real martial arts is like in combat. But because he knew how to use the pacing, the camera angles, the storytelling of it, he actually was able to make realistic combat not boring. Like there was one film he did where he was trying to marry this woman, a different film, different actor entirely. Guy marries this Japanese woman, which, you know, in a historical time period that set in, as well as China in general, was you know, a little bit controversial, you know, China-Japanese relations. But the film was basically the case if he was only able to marry the lady if he could be the members of her family or friends of the family who all knew 7 different martial arts styles. And he realizes that you just can't brute force your way with one martial art. You have to learn like their style to know how to counter it. Just kind of showing that with martial arts there is no one-size-fits-all solution. But people, again, if you're generally in a combat of martial arts, that guy who's great, I'll look it up right now what his name is. People would rather see, you know, the Bruce Lee, the Jet Li, the Jackie Chan, the whole over-the-top kung fu flips and kicks and shit. Hot take, well, the world's on fire back on Independence Day. Yeah, I think Independence Day was very much just a time and place kind of thing. Because face it, the sequel didn't make nearly as much fucking money. It also depends. Do you want to see a genuine film about space invaders, or do you want to see humanity just beat the aliens? Another case of what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just have to get the honest on the premise.
Reptile wins. Round 2, fight.
One of the reasons that people love the story of World War is it eliminated the actual global non-threatening war. And this movie ended in 1898. Yeah, because most people don't want to read that shit. Because what was it with Thunderchild like? That's the turning point of the book where humanity essentially is like, here's our greatest hope. Oh shit, it just got decimated. It put up a good fight, but it just got ruined. Nobody's business. Nobody wants to see that part of humanity go down in the dumps. There's a reason why nowadays when you do films like it's our darkest hour, and then you have the character goes, no, not yet. Now you have a while in the book before the book turns into we fight back. There's a whole period of we can survive, we're going underground, we can hide, we can do this, and the solution is just to like avoid the problem. And that's a solid chunk of the book as far as storytelling is concerned. Because nobody wants to be the whole point of, well, we're fucked. It's like in World War Z, it's why you have some countries fighting back against zombies, and you have the occasional country like North Korea who goes underground. Or China just completely eradicated. Granted, we're going to celebrate China being eradicated because, you know, but we think about the fact that it's like the most populous country, or at least one of the most populous countries in the world, and it's just eradicated with no fighting chance. That's just really damn hard. Battle of Yonkers is basically like the American Thunderchild in that book, where the American military is they're sending out their top guns and everything, top weaponry, and they still get their faces hit in the concrete, getting wiped like nothing. So the American military, who's the top of the game, is just going down. No one's safe. And of course, you'd argue that essentially spiritually, World War Z, the book, not the stupid film, the book is a spiritual successor to War of the Worlds in that regard. And the audiobook is great. You have a good all-star cast in the audiobook because it's done in an interview format. And the movie's basically, one thing in common is it has the same name, and the Brad Pitt character is the main investigator of it. Other than that, not a lot. They changed too much from the book. The virus was in India. The issue with, if you think of what country it was, because Israel having the gigantic wall to keep things out. The cure for it was completely kind of fuck stupid in the film.
Striker wins.
Defeat the greatest power in a couple of days right over us. These were only the first. Yep. That's one thing I don't understand about people in general. They want dark wars, but when you get to the point where humanity has no choice but to fight, and I mean like there's no family, no friends, like you fight or it's death, and there's no logical reason other than you have to because it's survival. People just can't seem to get into that shit in the dark when it comes to darker works. They can handle war, genocide, rape, incest, whatever. When you get to that part of it, they just shut down. Motherfucker, they're just like, I don't like this anymore.
Round 2, fight.
Because again, that's why I say you gotta be a really skilled writer to pull that shit off. Go for a couple more minutes, then we'll call it. Not making the equivalent to the artilleryman fighting machine with British Army men for the first time. True. I mean, I'll give you that. Yeah. Just remember off the top of my head, it's been years since I've read that book. Because I saw the movie and thought it was not bad for a PG-13, you know, horror action film. I was the book and I'm like, we were robbed. We were robbed. We should have been a miniseries. Use brutality. Kill it right up.
Striker wins. Brutality.
Yonk. Let's get to it. I mean, not to spoil too much. If you want a good example, people might be able to handle like a really fucked up. You gotta keep going just for the hell of it. The Mist. Stephen King's The Mist, the film version of it. Probably one of my favorite horror films ever made. Because if you think about what the story really is, and it's not the monsters, funny enough, you realize how fucking terrifying that place is. And then, but the reason why that's why it's so controversial, because a lot of people can't even figure out the real message. The movie throws a fake message at you, but if you look underneath, in between the lines, there's a proper message. And this is not some douchey, pretentious. I have 500 IQ understanding. Well, a few years ago it came out. Great movie. Wait, which one? War of the Worlds, World War Z, The Mist. This is great. Yeah, I fucking love The Mist. Like, I didn't get it, but then when one guy explained a very subtle detail that I missed, I was, no pun intended, I was like, holy shit, this makes sense. And when I realized that, that's when I realized I kind of like that storytelling. I like the story about the futility of evil and the futility of fear. And why and because those are going to shackle you down, you gotta keep going. You have to keep going or you'll be a slave to everything. War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds, if I have the best marching cry. Oh yeah, that shit's like, we are gonna die. Well, if someone can make like a proper like 70-ish or 80s-ish like take on Buzz Lightyear, and they gotta use the War of the World alien cry sound effect. Spacecraft.
Smoke wins.
Just ending already? See this from start to finish? Yeah, I won't say anything. You have to see it. I want to see if you can pick up on that same subtle detail that I did. Jesus Christ, man, it's terrible when you pick it up. When you realize what that detail is that makes the twist so hard for people to comprehend, you're just like, no wonder people are really pissed. Kill me. I said kill me! Not throw me into the wolves.
Fatality.
Yeah. Alright, let's do like one more match and I'll call it. Guess I got a Costco instead. Oh. Well, if that kooky lady that got stuck there is in the Costco, it wouldn't matter what they'd be stuck in. Kooky lady's very integrated. And I mean crazy cookie, not like Girl Scout cookie. Although seeing like Girl Scouts armed with knives and guns would be hilarious. Like, you will join the cult of the Samoas. No, you will join the Finlands. Let's end with boobs side up.
Round one.
We have made much progress, good sir. Kick. Put my touch. There we go. We actually won? I'm surprised.
Round 2, fight.
I keep my finger like glued to the run button.
Wins.
Alright, hopefully we can beat Striker this time and go up one level. Let us die. Fuck. Grab. Come on. Grab. Fuck. It's over. Can't even blow my head off. Coward. Alright guys, get your closing thoughts and we're calling it here. I've had enough big ballet for today. I think we got 2 hours as a decent amount of time. Sign me up for a box of Thin Mints. Alright. Yeah, I'll VC after this. Yeah, let's probably put another milk to cook to make like another milk coffee because that shit's great. Alright guys, thank you guys for showing up. And I know it's kind of stream with Mafia and Mortal Kombat Hybrid, but hey, it is what it is. So I'll figure out what to do for the next 2 streams, and then it'll be, you know, about 3 weeks of no radio silence. Well, until next time, this is Shimo signing off. Take care and raise those fucking horns.